Hi, everybody. Thank you for your patience. I just needed to get one classroom up and going because we have a substitute in one room. So I'm here to talk about a couple quick things. One of them being the NGSS kind of science challenge that's going on. Some of you have been asking some questions that seem to me a little out of the ordinary because I thought we all had an understanding. So I just want to take a minute to go through it and make sure that we're all on the same page. So, tomorrow at lunchtime, if you, and my head's turning because I'm going between multiple screens. Tomorrow at lunchtime, if you have uploaded proof that you have completed 8 or more different tasks in IXL, you will have ice cream at lunch. So again, last week, some of you got that, got popcorn because you had 4 or more. Now it's up to 8. So this is the WestRx website. Under for students, so you have about families for students, we have the grade 8 science IXL spring challenge. This link, your science teachers also posted in their Google Classroom. So when I go to that tab, it looks like this. I have upload proof there. You're going to notice, I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you could see better. When I put in a number, verified Sarah Golding, that's a fake student ID. But when I put it in there, my name should pop up. When you put your number in, once you hit that last digit, your name should pop up there. If you try that now and it does not work for you and you don't see your name there, you need to come talk to me before 2:50 today. That's number 1. 2, select activity. This is a drop down, which you can't see if you're doing it on your own. It's a drop down of 30 different IXL, like subject tasks, whatever you want to call them. If you're not sure what those 30 are because you didn't see the list, you're not 100% sure, I know that the science teachers have paper copies. I also know that I posted it on the 8th grade Google Classroom. They have it there. This Google Doc called the Spring IXL Challenge, if you click on that, it shows you a checklist of what all of those are. And I'll go to that one now. You could see what the 30 are because somebody just said to me, I didn't get 30 assigned. These aren't necessarily assigned to you because you're not being graded on them. It's just part of the challenge. So some of you went and did number 1, what are atoms and chemical elements? So when I log in as a teacher, I'll show you that in a second, but I can also log in as a student under progress here, and I'm going back to this tab. Submit my proof there. Progress is here. When I go to progress and I enter that ID, again, when I put my last digit in, I should see confirmed identity, Sarah Golding, that's me. 0 out of 30 have been done, and I can see none of them were verified by my teachers because I didn't open them up. But if you put your name in and your number in and see your name, there's some of you that have 5 out of 30, 6 out of 30. You're going to see if I approve them. When I pop in as a teacher, and I asked a couple people if I could use theirs as proof, some of you are putting in screenshots that I can't see. For example, like this one here, amazing, there's your score, but I should be able to see the title of the IXL to make sure it matches, classify, the name of the task. Here, Riley, she did it. I approved it because it says verified and it's there. Some of you have ones I have to check, but look at this one. I can't read what that screenshot is because count atoms and molecules, I don't see, some of them are too big. This Wahoo screen right here, that's perfect because up on the top of that, I can see the name of the IXL task and I can see the score there. And that's why I approved that one. So make sure your screenshots, like I can match it to the activity from the checklist. Again, science teachers have paper copies of the checklist. The checklist is on Google Classroom for your science class, hopefully. It's on the 8th grade Google Classroom here. It also has the link there to download the proof. This is my post from April 2nd, guys. So tomorrow at lunch, if you have 8 or more, you will have ice cream. Next Friday, it will be maybe 11 or more. We're just putting up the number. So if you keep up with doing 3 or 4 IXLs to review in science each week, then you'll be in great shape. I'm sure many of you have questions because you're like, I never even heard about this. Maybe you were absent the first day I talked about it. Maybe you were absent when your teacher talked about it. Maybe you were at a band lesson. Who knows where you were? But this is what's happening. We're finishing up. Now, if you get to your progress tracker here, Sarah Golding needs to get her work done. 0 out of 30. If I hit 24 out of 30 by the end of this challenge, I get invited to a special activity. Extra reset, something fun. We haven't planned that out yet, but it's after testing. As long as I have 24 out of 30 screenshots that have been approved by Dr. Golding or one of the science teachers. Some people are trying to upload screenshots that don't match the activity they did, and they will be sent back to you. So if you went on and you were like, oh, I uploaded screenshots, but they're not here, it's because I didn't approve them because I couldn't read what the screenshot was. And there was a couple of you, especially I think in Miss Lewis's classes at the end of the day, that you didn't, I couldn't read what the screenshots said. Okay. So that's the IXL science competition to help us prepare for the NGSS science exam, which is right after Memorial Day. Again, if you type in and you get to the last digit of your number, like I just did, and your name doesn't pop up there under progress or submit, come talk to me today. Okay. Next thing, more exciting for many of you, I think, than IXL and NGSS. I know that you guys are getting ready to be done with middle school. I know it. I see it in the hallway. I feel it. But there's still a lot going on, and we have to like keep in mind we've got things going on. However, we take a class trip to Quasi in Waterbury, Middlebury area on Wednesday, June 3rd. That is the amusement park you see in the lower picture and the water park in the top. You have access to both spaces. It is $75 for the day. That's your tickets, your bus, and your lunch. That QR code takes you to the permission slip, which I'm going to send out on Parent Square today. And there is no paper permission slip. It's just the electronic one. I have a very strict deadline, May 22nd. That's 3 weeks from tomorrow. You have 3 weeks to make a decision if you're going and to get your money in. After May 22nd, I will have given Quasi the number of tickets we need, and we go from there. You guys have not been really great with deadlines, and we're going to make sure we meet this one, or else you might not be able to join us. I don't want to lead with negative or talk about things in a negative way, but there are some things that need to happen in order for you to qualify to go. I met with 8th grade teachers today. A lot of us have talked in the last couple of weeks and noticed that there seems to be a lack of motivation with academic work and assignments and turning things in. I know that this time of year is really stressful for 8th grade. Like some teachers said, some of you guys shared that coming back from the break in morning meeting, talking about stress and self-care. It is stressful. Bands going on, sports are going on, orchestras picking up, there's trips, there's a million things in school, out of school, all that stuff. And you're like a little stressed, you're unsure about maybe what's going to happen next year. I totally get it. There is a team of teachers here willing and able to support you and help you. You need to communicate, number one, but you need to hold your end of the bargain. Your responsibility is your schoolwork. I know some people's parents have said this. My parents never did. I know some of you have said it. Some of you say your parents go to work. I go to my job. Your job's school right now, right? So you will not be able to attend Quasi if you're failing any class. It does not matter what class that is. It could be science, it could be ELA, it could be math, it could be Spanish, it could be digital literacy or digital media, it could be band, it could be chorus, it could be piano. I don't know what the class is because there's a lot of options. But if you're failing them or a 60 or below, you will not be able to attend the trip. On Friday, May 22nd, I will run a PowerSchool report. I can click and it gives me a list of people who are failing any class. It shows me what class, the score, everything. If you are failing at that time, you will not be able to attend the trip, and I will communicate that home to your family. The expectation is that you need to complete work and turn in assignments. Oh, I did the packet, but I didn't turn it in. You need to turn it in. If you are being pulled from class, a lesson, a rehearsal for an upcoming concert, a field trip, an SEL ambassador meeting, any kind of thing that pulls you, a service, whatever, you are responsible for the work that you miss. Teachers will be posting on Google Classroom. If it's a paper, they'll post on Google Classroom, see me for the packet, see me for the article. It is your responsibility. If you say, well, I was on the marine science trip, so I don't have to do the math work today. That's not the right answer. You're still responsible for that because guess what? When the test comes, you're still responsible for taking the test, and every lesson prepares you for the final thing. I'm sure some of you are, hopefully this will make you see that we're serious about what we expect from you academically. True story. A few years ago, we had an 8th grade student who got accepted with a scholarship to a private school. We finished the year, and that student had a very rough ending to 8th grade. Many private schools require students to submit their final report card from 8th grade. They wanted to reject his offering to go to that school. Like, we had to work with the family. It was a thing because he did so poorly at the end of 8th grade. It is not too late for the high schools, even if you're staying in Norwalk, McMahon, Norwalk High, P-Tech, or whatever, to be like, hey, we recommended you for honors, but we can't now because of your 4th quarter grades. It does matter. We need you to remember that. Other things to keep in mind: attendance and getting to class on time are important. That also means getting to school on time in the morning, like 8:15 is important. You cannot do well if you are not in your class. If you're spending 5 to 10 minutes of every class in the hallway and in the bathroom, you will not do well. You're missing instruction. Warm weather is coming. Some of you have had conversations and you roll your eyes when I say, please put on a sweatshirt, please do this. Please dress appropriately. And then obligations are in PowerSchool. Some of you still owe money for Chromebook damages or field trips. Please understand that if you bring in $75 for Quasi, but you have an obligation in the computer, that $75 will probably go towards the obligation first. And then you'd still owe for the trip. So make sure if you owe, and you can find that in PowerSchool, you can talk to one of the secretaries in the main office. And then behavioral expectations. Poor decisions can result in students losing the opportunity to participate in our events, Quasi being one of them, but the other 8th grade ones, which you'll find out about soon, including an upcoming semi-formal dance. We also are asking, we've been talking a lot about different things in morning meeting, but be kind to one another. We're all kind of in the same journey. We're all finishing up, well, not me, but you guys are finishing up your time here. It's stressful. A lot of people are feeling different feelings. Treat people the way you would want to be treated. I hear some things that I think some of you think are jokes in the hallway, and people are interpreting them. They're not feeling like it's a joke. So just think about, that person might be stressed out. Maybe it won't be a good idea to like pull on their arm or their sleeve or mess with them in the hallway. Because as you all know, it starts as a joke and then it's not a joke when someone gets upset and then things go downhill from there. So just think about those choices as they come up and make good decisions. And that happens not only in the building, but outside of the building. there's places in town or people you interact with that go to different schools that just make good decisions, because the next 8 or so weeks can be a lot of fun. And I have seen firsthand how disappointed and a lot of those blue quadrant feelings students are feeling when they get the ability to participate in those fun things taken away from them. Yearbooks are coming up. We have a breakfast for you guys, a dance. We're having an outdoor, kind of like field day, Quasi, just a million things that are happening that you just really want to be a part of. I do a ridiculous raffle at the pre-promotion party where people won last year TVs, Beats headphones, a laptop, gift cards to beauty, Ulta, Sephora, tons of, probably thousands of dollars worth of prizes we gave away. And we want to do that for you guys too, because we love this 8th grade class of 2026. But let's make sure we're making good choices. We had a great time at Hamilton. I know Quasi will be a beautiful day. We want everybody to be able to participate in it. Again, you will get, your family will get this permission slip and information on Parent Square. I am not posting the link for you guys because some of you go out and fill out your own permission slip and we can't accept that. It's $75. The permission slip online, if you scan it, is in English and in Spanish. And then you will turn that money into your homeroom teacher. As long as you're in by May 22nd, you will be added to the list, and hopefully you will be doing all your work and passing your classes so that you get to be a part of the trip. Okay. So 2 things to summarize. If you came in late, you tuned in late, Quasi, June 3rd, here's your permission slip. Here's the information. This slide deck is going out to parents so they know the academic expectations as well. And our NGSS, platform is the one that you need to make sure you upload that proof. If you want to take a minute, I hope some of you were doing it as I was talking and checking your number. It might be a great time to do it before 2:50 and make sure you're up and running so that when I check your progress, you're not like Sarah Golding, who has 0 out of 30. So Sarah Golding won't be getting any ice cream tomorrow because she doesn't have her 8. So somebody better talk to her about that. Okay. Have a great day. Proud of you guys. Keep up the great work. It's going to be a great end of the year. We cannot wait to celebrate with this class of 2026. Just make good choices. Have a great day.